Welcome back to the Meditative Trader. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your charts. So let's get right to it. When you open your NinjaTrader, your control center will open up. Now, before we can open a chart, we need to make available the instrument that we're going to trade, or instruments. Now, if you don't understand that term, the instrument refers to the actual thing you're going to trade. So the market, the euro dollar market, the whatever index, whatever commodity you're going to trade. And so we have to put those in a list so that they become available for us. So the way we're going to do that is in our control center, we go to Tools, we click there, and we click on Instrument Manager. And there opens a box of all the instruments that are available for us to trade. Now make sure here on the left, your settings are on default. There's different groups of instruments already pre-installed there. So make sure this is set to default. Now to set up our list of instruments to trade, we're just going to choose one instrument from different types of markets. So we'll choose one from the equity, currency, energy, metals, and interest rates market. And this is how it goes. So the first one we'll take is the equity market. We're going to look for the S&P 500, which is called the ES. So we scroll down into the E's, and there we go. We see the ES, E-mini S&P 500 future contract. Now, when we click on it, it automatically tells us from which exchange that instrument is, and it tells us which contract we're currently in and the expiration date of that contract. Okay, so with that, we simply click on this arrow and it brings it into the default box, and now we have that instrument available to us. So let's go on to the next instrument. In this case, we'll choose a currency. We'll choose the 6E. Now it's also in the Globex exchange, same expiration date. We click this arrow and it comes into our list of available instruments to trade. Next, we're going to take the energy, the sweet crude, and that's the NYMEX exchange. The expiration date on that contract is January 2014, so we still trade that, and that goes into our list. The oil changes monthly. Our next will be a metal. We'll take the gold, and that's also in the NYMEX market. The current contract that's trading expires in February 2014, and now it's on our list after we click this arrow. And the last one we're going to take is an interest rate, which is the 10-year U.S. Treasury Notes futures. Okay, that's part of the Globex market. The current contract expires on March 2014. Once we click this arrow, again, it goes into our list of default instruments and we can trade it. So once you have your instruments set up, you click OK, and they will now be available for you to trade. So now the question is, how do we set up a chart with one of these instruments? And I'll show you how now. So we go back to our control panel and we click this time on File. We go to New and go to Chart. Now we can set up a chart. It opens up the data series. And so first thing, we're going to take a 6E chart. We click on 6E. The very next thing we have to do is click New, and that adds it here in this box. Now we go over here and we set what type of chart we want to make. In this case, we're going to set up a 1-minute chart. So we have to choose minutes. Okay, it's already set to 1, so it's a 1-minute chart. Okay, in the next box, it's already set by default that we've got candlesticks. Red bars show that the movement is going down. Green bars show when the movement is going up. Okay. Next important is how many days of data we have. So in this case, we are loading 5 days of back data which is quite fine for a 1-minute chart. That's fully acceptable. The last thing I'm going to show you here is just something that I find annoying, which are plot executions. So every time you put in an order, it will then put onto your chart the exact time you took the trade and the price and so forth. I just find that after a while I get too much information on my chart, and so I find it annoying. You can keep it there if you want. If you want to, then just keep it as text and marker, and then it will give all the information of trades that you took directly on your chart. I like to remove it as it gets annoying, I find. So then you just click on it and choose Do Not Plot, and then that will go away. Okay, so that's how I set up a chart. Then you hit OK, and voila, a chart opens up. And there you go. You have your very first chart set up. So now that you have a chart set up, next time on TMT, we're going to tell you what exactly is a chart. Till then, bye-bye.